begin with a new chapter that is called redox reaction. So you know this one, transformation of matter from one kind of reaction to another kind of reactions. They involves a variety of types of reactions, right? So in that variety type of the reactions, one type is called redox reaction or oxidation reduction reaction. So let's study about this. So oxidation reduction reaction is also same, and also redox reaction is also same. Redox means in a reaction, in a set of reaction, simultaneously the process of involving the oxidation as well as the reduction, that we are going to, that type of reactions we are going to call as the redox reactions. So in order to study this redox reaction, we should study what do you mean by oxidation, what do you mean by reduction. So we are going to study here separately to understand the redox reaction, because this oxidation as well as reduction together we are going to call as the redox reaction. So let's approach towards the classical idea of the oxidation and reduction. So that we are going to call as the redox reaction. Let's define the oxidation. What do you mean by this oxidation? Oxidation means addition of oxygen or electronegative element. Addition of oxygen or electronegative element. So this is one type of definition of oxidation, or removal of the hydrogen or removal of the electropositive element from the substance, that we are going to call as the oxidation. Let's take a simple examples to understand this definition here. So first definition is the addition of the oxygen, that involves the oxidation reaction. Simple, I am going to take an example. Carbon plus oxygen, C plus O2, that forms the CO2, carbon dioxide. So this is the addition of oxygen to the substance, that is carbon element here, that we are going to form the carbon dioxide. Addition of oxygen. I take one more example. S plus O2, SO2, sulfur dioxide. Next, electronegative element. Addition of the electronegative element. What are those electronegative elements? There is nothing but the fluorine, bromine, iodine. So these are called as the electronegative elements. Let's take here. Now I am going to take simple sodium, Na. If I take sodium means I am going to add in the Cl. Cl means electronegative element. Na is the electropositive element. That is called formation of the reaction. This type of reaction. So of course here ionic bond will be there, but this is one type of reaction, right? So this is called addition of an electronegative element to the substance. That is called sodium metal. That is called addition. That is called oxidation reaction. One more example. Magnesium plus F2, that forms the magnesium fluoride, MgF2. Once again, here we are going to add in the addition of the electronegative element to the substance, that we are going to call as the oxidation reaction. So this is one set of definition. Next set are removal of the hydrogen gas or removal of the electropositive element from the substance. Let's take a simple reaction for this one. That is called hydrogen sulfide plus chlorine gas. So we are going to removing the hydrogen gas from the sulfur. So that is forms the two times of HCl plus remaining sulfur we are going to remove here. So this type of reaction is called oxidation, because according to the statement, removal of the hydrogen gas from this substance, that I am to, after the reaction, 2 hydrogen, 2 Cl, that forms the 2 HCl plus remaining sulfur is going to be removed here. So this is called oxidation reaction. And next one, electropositive elements. Let's take here simple reaction, 2Ki plus Cl2. So here what happens? Electropositive. So potassium is an electropositive element, because it comes under the group 1 elements. After the sodium, next will comes the potassium, hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium. That's why this potassium is an alkali metal. So this is an electropositive element. Now I am going to remove the electropositive element from this type of substance. So what is the form here? So now I am going to form it as 2KCl plus iodine gas, which I am going to eliminate here according to the statement. So here, so 2Ki plus 2Cl2, that forms 2KCl, and iodine I am going to remove here. So from the substance containing this potassium iodide, I am going to remove this potassium from this iodide. So that is called removal of the electropositive element. Next, come to the definition of the reduction. Reduction means removal of oxygen. Just it is opposite to this one. Just to opposite to this one. Reduction means removal of the oxygen or electronegative element, or addition of the hydrogen or electropositive element. So first to take an example for the removal of the oxygen. So simple reaction is 2MgO. So now I am going to remove the oxygen, right? Because of the removal of oxygen, that is called reduction. So that is called, I am going to remove the magnesium as well as the oxygen. So this is called reduction reaction because of the removal of the oxygen. And also one more example. So this is also example for the reduction. Next one, removal of the electronegative element. Once again, electronegative elements will be fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So now I am going to take this one, SiCl4 plus 4 times of Na. So after the reaction, what will be formed? So this Cl, which is going to combine with this electropositive element, because electropositive and electronegative always should have the greater bond capacity. So that's why 4 chlorine and 4 Na, they become the 4 NaCl. What is the remaining? Remaining is left with the silicon. So according to statement, we are going to remove the electronegative element from this substance, that is forming the new compound, and silicon I am going to removing here. Let's take few more example on the definition of this one, that is called addition of hydrogen or addition of the electropositive element. So addition of hydrogen means, now I am going to take simple compound, that is called CH2 double bond CH2. In this compound you are already familiar with this in your lower classes. So this type of compound we are going to call as the alkene compound because of the double bond. Now I am going to add in the hydrogen, means hydrogen molecule which is going to be adding here this alkene compound. What is the formation here? So two hydrogen atoms, they are going to be occupying at this side of position and this side of position, that becomes alkane compound. This is called alkane compound because when you add the hydrogen molecules, this double bond will break up here, remaining single bond, and two hydrogens are going to be attached to the two carbon atoms. So this is called addition of the hydrogen. And next one is called electropositive element. Once again, electropositive elements, I am going to take simple reaction. This is called CuCl2. This is CuCl2. Now I am going to adding a electropositive element. This is copper. Copper is an also, why they are called electropositive elements? So all the metals, that is transition metals, this comes under the transition metals. So all the metals are highly electropositive in nature. So what happens? Now I am going to add in this copper, this electropositive element towards this to the substance. Now it is going to form Cu2Cl2. Now it is going to form the Cu2Cl2. So this type of reaction is also belongs to the reduction. So a chemical reaction which is involving simultaneous oxidation as well as a reduction. So that type of reactions we are going to call as the redox reaction. Based on the classical idea of the approach of the oxidation and reduction, so we are going to define some terms, that is called oxidizing agent and as well as the reducing agent. So these are not separate, we are going to study here. So these are the included from the oxidation and reductions only. So let's take a definition here. So oxidizing agent is a substance which supplies the oxygen or any other electronegative element, or removes the hydrogen or any other electropositive element. So this definition is similar to the oxidation, and this definition is similar to the reduction. So only which type of the agents we are going to help for this oxidation, that we are going to call as the oxidizing agents. And here also the which type of the agents which are going to helping for the takes place of the reactions called reductions. So that type of examples we are going to call as the reducing agents. So simple here, the fluorine and chlorine. So these are also examples comes under the agents. These act as oxidizing agents. Similarly, magnesium oxide, K2Cr2O7, hydrogen peroxide. So these also helps in the formation of the oxidation reactions. And reducing agents example, hydrogen sulfide, stannous chloride, sulfur dioxide. So these are also helps for the reaction to take place, reduction reaction. So this is called oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Let's study the redox reaction in terms of the electron transfer reactions. So only we are going to study the transformation of the only electrons, that we are going to study here. So in that one, so we are going to once again defining oxidation and reduction based on the transformation of the electrons. So let's take the definition here. Oxidation is a process that involves the loss of electrons loss of electrons by an atom or group of atoms. Let's take a simple example here to understand this one. Now I am going to take this sodium metal. You know this sodium metal, this is containing the 11 atomic number, right? So in order to get this stable, it is going to loses one electron, right? So that is for the Na plus. That Na plus is stable than the Na. So now I am going to write it as Na plus and one electron I am going to remove here. So according to the statement, it is a process that involves the loss of electron. So this sodium metal that is containing the 11 electrons, that is going to lose one electron to become stable. That's why the loss of electrons by an atom, that we are going to call as the oxidation. So here the loss of electrons should be 1, so that is called oxidation. Let's take few more examples. Now I am going to take the magnesium here. Magnesium means it is containing the two valence electrons will be there. That is called alkaline earth metals. That comes under the group 2 elements. So now I am going to remove the 2 electrons. Removal of the 2 electrons from the magnesium to attain this is a stable, this is an unstable. Because when it loses 2 electrons, it forms the stable one. Let's take one more example. That is called aluminium. Aluminium is the outermost electrons will be valency. So in order to become the stable, it readily loses the 3 electrons. So now this aluminium readily loses 3 electrons. So these are the examples for the oxidation when they are going to lose 1 or 2 or more of the electrons. So this is about the oxidation in terms of the transformation of the electrons. See here, reduction. Reduction means is a process that involves the gain of electrons from whom? Oxidation which loses electrons, and the reduction which gains the electrons from that oxidation by an atom or group of atoms. So simple reactions. Now I am going to take this one. Fe3 plus. Fe3 plus, its example is ferric. Its name is called ferric. If FeCl3 that is called ferric chloride. FeCl3, that is example. So now I am going to add here one electron to this species. What happens when I am going to add one electron towards this one? Now it becomes Fe2 plus. You should not misguide yourself, because when I add one electron, it doesn't become 4 plus. It becomes adding the electron means it gets the one loss will be there. One loss means Fe2 plus. So this is called ferrous. This is called ferric. Simply one more example. Now I am going to take here. This is called Cu2 plus. Cu2 plus we are going to call as the cupric. So when I am adding the one electron here, that becomes cuprous 1 plus. That is called 1 plus. If you write 1 plus or 1 Cu, that is enough. Both are same. This is called cuprous. After studying the oxidation and reduction, you should study obviously that is called redox reaction. So it tells that is the one in which one species lose electrons and these electrons are gained by other species. So thus one species is called oxidized and another species is called as reduced simultaneously, because oxidation and reduction they are going to take place simultaneously in the reaction that we are going to call as the redox reaction. Let's take the simple reaction for this redox reaction that is containing the simultaneous oxidation and reduction. That is called 2Na, it is solid form, and chlorine gas that forms the 2NaCl salt formation. So this is, now I am going to splitting into two off reactions. Two off reaction is, one off reaction is containing oxidation, another off reaction is containing the reduction. Now I am going to make it an off. So off is very easy to understand this one. Na that loses the Na plus and one electron, right? So this is called oxidation. This is also involving in this reaction. Now I am going to take the reduction. Cl2, that is I am going to add the 2 electrons here, that becomes 2Cl minus. So in order to balance this equation, now I am going to multiply 2 this side. Now it becomes 2 electrons. So when you are going to add this 2 Na plus and 2 Cl minus, then you are going to add this one 2 Na plus and 2 Cl minus, that is going to obtain the 2 NaCl. So this is involving the oxidation, this is involving the reduction. So simultaneously study of this oxidation and reduction we are going to call as the redox reaction. So this is in terms of the electron transfer reactions. Let's study few more examples based on this electron transfer reaction. So let's solve with simple reaction. It is called 2 magnesium plus O2 that forms the 2MgO. So this is an example for the redox reaction. So here now I am going to write like this. Here this is called loss of 4 electrons, and this oxygen gets the gain of the 4 electrons. So loss means oxidation. So this is involving the loss of 4 electrons is nothing but the oxidation. Gain of the electrons is nothing but the reduction. So if I write like this, you are not going to digesting this one. So in order to understand this one, so this type of reaction I am going to split it into two of reactions that I am going to write here. First I should take the oxidation reaction for this one. Oxidation means loss of electrons. First I take the simple one to understand this one, magnesium. So magnesium is, it is an alkaline earth metals, group 2 metals. So always it loses the 2 electrons. So Mg becomes Mg2 plus 2 electrons will be removing here. But our reactant containing how many magnesium? 2 magnesium. So that's why I am going to doubling this one. 2 Mg becomes whatever is 2 Mg2 plus. What about these 2 electrons? Now this 2 electrons becomes 4 electrons. So that's why magnesium here loses 4 electrons to become this 2 MgO. Let's see the reduction one. In this case, reduction happens, what happens? Single oxygen I am going to take here. Oxygen, it always requires the 2 electrons, right? Oxygen is a divalent, so it forms the O2 minus. When it gains 2 electrons, that forms the O2 minus. So how many oxygens are containing in the reactant? That is called oxygen molecule, means 2 oxygen atom. So now I am taking only one oxygen atom. So now I am going to take the 2 oxygen atom. Now it becomes oxygen molecule, 2 oxygen atoms. What about these 2 electrons? Now these 2 electrons becomes 4 electrons. What about this one? This I am going to write 2O2 minus. So how many gain of electrons from oxygen? Oxygen it is going to gain the 4 electrons, and here magnesium loses the 4 electrons. So simultaneous reaction I am going to call as a redox reaction. So this is the best example for the redox reaction. Let's take another simple example here. So now I am going to take this one, zinc, copper 2 plus, that becomes zinc 2 plus and copper. So if I write like this only zinc, so its oxidation state will be 0 here. If I write this copper, it becomes 0 here, right? So this now what happens here? So zinc means it is in 0. So 0 means, so what happens? This zinc will be loses the 2 electrons, and this copper gets the 2 electrons here. So means from 0 to plus 2 becomes, this is called loss. How many loss? Loss of 2 electrons. Then it is called oxidation. What about Cu2 plus? From 2 plus to 0 stated, it is going to gain. How many? Gain means gain of the 2 electrons. If I write the simple oxidation here, so involving the 2 oxidation reactions, that is called oxidation reaction here. So oxidation is involved in the zinc. Zinc, which is readily loses the 2 electrons, that becomes zinc 2 plus and 2 electrons. I mean this zinc metal which is going to loses the 2 electron. And what happens in the reduction case? In the reduction case, that is copper, which is going to gain the 2 electrons from this oxidation. Now it becomes Cu2 plus. So that's why copper gains the 2 electrons and zinc lost the 2 electrons. So let's take one more example. That is copper 2Ag plus, so it is going to form only Cu2 plus and 2Ag here. So what happens here? In this case, copper which is going to lose the 2 electrons, that is loss of 2 electrons. Loss of 2 electrons is called oxidation, and here Ag means silver. So silver means which is going to obtain the, so you should not look about this valency, and also you should see the coefficient here. So 2Ag is how I am going to write here? So Ag plus and Ag plus. So how many valency will be the plus 1 plus 1? What becomes total? 2Ag plus, right? So when the copper is loses these 2 electrons, simultaneously the 2Ag, 2 silver atoms, we are going to obtain the 2 electrons from this one. Now it is going to form like this. So if I take the oxidation here, so oxidation is copper which readily loses 2 electrons. So these 2 electrons which is going to occupy by the silver. I show here simple Ag. First I take a simple 1 electron here, then it becomes the Ag plus. So how many copper is going to lose 2 electrons? 2 electrons means now I am going to take here 2 electrons. Now I am going to take also 2 Ag. that becomes 2Ag plus. So now the silver, which is going to simultaneously gain 2 electrons and simultaneously copper loses 2 electrons. So this type of reaction is also involving the redox reaction.